Hey guys, it's Derek here. So today we got a very special package. We're gonna be opening up the I'm Invincible version of Uta. This is the Maximum from Mega House, the Re-Maximum. Yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, this is considered the I'm Invincible version because she does actually have a song about this in the movie. This is from film Red, so I don't know. Like, this is technically canon, or at least Oda Sensei said this was canon, so I'm just gonna agree with the guy, because he made the thing, you know? This came out last month in July, and we're taking a look at it now. Hopefully in the future we can actually look at these a little quicker, but you know, I try to save a little bit on shipping. We got some instructions. Looks like the only thing we really have to do, oh, we gotta put on the head and the arm. Okay, yeah, that's actually a little bit different. We don't really see that too often. But if we open this up, we actually have some foam, which is actually very, very different. The last one of these I saw, or a foam insert that I saw, was actually from Kaido. Personally, I didn't get the Big Mom, but I have a feeling that Big Mom may have had something similar to, which is kind of insane. I think we're kind of getting into the territory that these have basically become resins. Oh yeah. Box itself, really, really nice. We're gonna... Not a huge fan of how they've actually packaged this with just tape. I mean, we're spending about 30,000 yen on this, so hopefully it turns out okay. Unboxing it for the first time shouldn't be much of an issue. I'm just a little bit worried that, like, how we're gonna put this all back together after we move. Oh, look at that. Back part of, like, the javelin or spear that she has. A lot of little thrusters on the back. Very well done. Have Uta on the front there too, looking very nice. Yeah, it's actually one of the few Portrait.Of.Pirates I've seen in recent years that has had this much assembly required. Usually Maxims are pretty much just done right away. And we got the tip of the spear here, also very nice. Got silver and blue sheen on the side. And for whatever reason, this kind of looks like a spoon. Yeah, I don't know about that. Just gotta be really careful. I don't want to break anything like we did with the RAM from the last video, because I try to rush through that. We're gonna be very, very, very slow and methodical about this. Now, I've actually picked up the other version as well, the World Diva version, which is primarily her singing. There's also, look at that. This is nice. Got a separate compartment just for her head. Very nice facial expression, kind of smirky, kind of evil. And it looks like we went with a see-through base for a lot of her hair, and yeah, they kind of sprayed on some shading on top. Crown, very reminiscent of someone else in the series. If you're caught up on the, actually I think they showed up in the anime now, but yeah, kind of reminiscent there. Headband looks really, really nice. All right, I like this, I dig this. Yeah, you'll be as careful as we can. Top layer has all those small pieces. I mean, I guess that's good. We're gonna have to cut into the second layer though. How many of you guys have actually watched film Red? Personally, I went out into theaters, I watched it, I enjoyed the crap out of that. That's mainly because the animation was great. The story was, I mean, you know, it's an anime movie story. Yeah, it's alright. But the musical notes and everything were amazing. That's because Ado was the one taking care of all of the music, and okay, it's all just all in one piece afterwards. Look at that. Just one massive piece holding everything together. I mean, there's some, like the shield and the armor over there. Try my best not to damage it. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed that they went with the standard base that they always go with. Kind of expected something a little bit more special for her. Personally, I liked the promo images, the prototypes that they had. They had like a really nice circular acrylic base, and yeah, I would prefer that over this one. The last little piece over here is the shield, and a part of her hand that is actually holding on to it. That is super, super glossy. Yeah, look at that. Her emblem or her insignia is on there, says Uta. Very, very cute. Like, the amount of detail that they actually put towards this is really, really crazy, just from what I can see so far. It would have been nice if we had the option to display without the base like this, or had the circular base. One giant piece there. That slides off the bottom. A little bit of styrofoam, gonna cut okay. Be very careful, the musical notes are actually really bendy. I expected them to not be so malleable. That gave me a bit of a hard time. According to the instructions, we do need to put on the arm with the shield first. There is a very special cutout for the peg here, so that should be fairly simple. My greatest enemy, assembling figures on camera. There we go. Gotta give it a little bit more of a push. These ones just have a giant hole on each side. Okay, very simple. Last step, put on the head. It's actually a peg that they put in here so the hole doesn't close up in shipping or in storage or anything, so good on them for that. Thank you, Mega House. There we go. Okay. This is really nice. Not gonna lie, some of the preview images for the facial expression didn't look that great, but now that I see her in person, there's like an air of like arrogance to her, which is actually really nice. Like at a glance, this is one of the more impressive Portrait of Pirate figures that I have. This is a Maximum that definitely lives up to the name. Like the base, it's massive. The height on this is actually pretty big as well. I believe this is like 290 millimeters or 11.31 inches tall, which basically puts her in line with everything else that is big in this series. Like this guy, the Portrait of Pirate version 2 Boundman Maximum Sailing Again, you know the distinction. Yeah, that is pretty close now that I think about it. Also have this, compared to Nami, I mean, truthfully, she's not that much bigger than Nami. A lot of the height does come from the crown. Not gonna lie, some of the preview images for the facial expression didn't look that great. Still think is really awesome. I'm digging how this looks. All the skin tones, even though there's not very many, like there's some where her thighs are and also her face, look really nice. All the paint apps for all the gold parts are very nicely shaded, super glossy, and it looks like they added, just the right amount. Because typically when it comes to Portrait of Pirate Maximums, I feel like they've been kind of going crazy or a little bit overboard, but this one is the right amount, just right. You also see a little bit of purple for shading for some of the white parts, although one side is a little bit more shaded than the other. Now that I see that, I can't unsee it. That's gonna bother me. Other than that, I think design-wise, this is pretty spot on. This is as close to a perfect statue or figure that you're gonna get for Uta. Like, everything's really well executed. Like, there's not a whole lot that's wrong, but if there is one thing that I would love changed out or swapped out, it would be the base. I would love the option to not have to use this. I mean, there's screws at the bottom, some screws that you can take out if you do want to get adventurous and do something custom. But I do like how they've incorporated music into all this, because she does use this kind of in the movie when she is singing the I'm Invincible song. That's a very great callback to that. Kind of still surprised that they went with Uta of all people to give a maximum, and like we don't have a maximum of Sanji or any other rest of the crew members really, or that V2 Jinbei, or just putting it out there. Overall, I'm super happy how she turned out, because like even amongst all my other Portrait of Pirate figures, she is actually like a North Star. She's a shining star. It's one of those figures that you walk in the room and you'll instantly be drawn to, so that is a huge plus. Really pleasant surprise if I'm being completely honest. And it's kind of making me reconsider whether or not I need the other one, because this one is so damn good. But of course, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Would you have picked this up, or have you picked this up? And also, give it a thumbs up and be subscribed for any future things that we do on here. Huge shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you guys so much for helping support the channel. Yeah, it really does mean a lot. And anyone who's Chichibukai level and above will get featured in each one of the videos that, you've been supporting. So no little incentive in case anyone else wants to join up. If you do though, I'll leave a link in the description and you can check that out. And maybe you can join the crew that way. But my name is Derek. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.